This past summer, I had two family members in different states with medical situations at the same time. My heart was torn as I was with my daughter and my new baby granddaughter, who was in the NICU for a week after she was born, while my husband was back home with an extremely difficult recovery from surgery while receiving the news that he would need to undergo 6 months of treatment. Both situations felt overwhelming, and people would ask me how I was dealing with it. When I was in the midst of this difficult time, I thought back to all the things God has brought me through over the years. Life-threatening complications with the births of each of our 4 babies, losing my parents together in a car accident as a young mom, going through cancer surgery and treatment 10 years ago, just to name a few. As I thought about how God had brought me through those trials, I realized that each one was making me stronger and preparing me for the next one I would face. When I think back 40 years ago to that fearful 23-year-old girl who was faced with being told, "We have to deliver your baby within 30 minutes or she will die," and then having my own life in danger after my baby was born, and through every trial since, I can see God's hand on my life and the gracious way He has delivered me from fear and placed me on the firm foundation of faith. And as I pondered all of this, it reminded me of David as a young man before he became king of Israel. He was confronted by a giant who was taunting God's people. All of the Israelite soldiers were too fearful to face the giant, but David was not afraid to fight him. The king told David he couldn't face Goliath because he was just a boy. David explained that as a shepherd protecting his sheep, he had killed both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, since he has defied the armies of the living God. For David, facing the lion and the bear while protecting the sheep is what prepared him to face Goliath. And if we read on in the story, David killed that giant with a slingshot and a few stones. And for me, all of the things I have faced in my life prepared me for the recent trials my family's been going through and equipped me to choose faith over fear. And I believe that this current trial is preparing me for the future trials I'll face. John 16:33 says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." James 1:2 and 3 says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow." So if you're in the middle of a trial or some type of suffering, take heart. Consider it an opportunity for joy as you put your trust in God, who has all power and will bring you through. And remember, your current trials will equip you to face the future. Let's not waste our suffering. Let's allow God to use each trial we face to grow us in our faith and trust in Him.